What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dylan and welcome back to another Destiny XUR location and recommendation video. This is April the 7th to the 9th, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we're going to go through bit by bit. We always start off with the engram. So for this week we have the Legacy Special Weapon engram. As always, I do not recommend picking this up as it gives you year 1 light level exotics. However, if you are missing any of the year 1 exotics out of like the little kiosk in the tower near the Vanguard room, then feel free to pick them up if that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to collect them all. Other than that, wouldn't recommend it. For Titans this week, we have the Crest of Alpha Lupi with a 93% stat roll of intellect strength. This chest piece, in my opinion, is okay if you're a Trials of Osiris player, being able to get your revives faster and people will be able to get your revive faster. It's a pretty nice benefit for that, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't really see much purpose. The extra orb for a super is really nice, but I mean, it's just sort of an average chest piece. It's not really needed if you're good at Trials, and it's just, you don't need it. So I mean, it's depending on how good you are at Trials and stuff like that, then pick it up if you need it, but if you don't, then don't pick it up. So for Hunters this week, we have the Shinobu's Vow with a 98% stat roll of Discipline Strength. Now these are actually really good on Blade Dancers. Gain an additional skip grenade. Obviously skip grenades are really good right now. So I mean, if you like playing Blade Dancer and you like skip grenades, do feel free to pick these up. The only thing is it's Discipline Strength, so I mean, you could pick up some glass needles and try and re-roll them for an intellect discipline roll, but I mean, you could take a gamble and but I'd definitely recommend picking up if you do play Blade. So for Warlocks this week, we have the Ram with an 86% stat roll of discipline and strength, with really bad benefits as well. So I mean, I personally like this helmet. I think it's really good, especially right now with the I think it was the Phidian aspects that got nerfed a couple of patches ago. This thing basically gives you an extra armor, and it also triggers lifesteal on hit on your Voidwalker melees. So really good helmet, especially for Voidwalkers. I would recommend picking it up, but if you are going to pick it up, I'd recommend getting some glass needles because the stat roll is really low on this thing. It's 86%. So it's definitely really on the low side, so try and reroll it if you can, and I'd definitely recommend picking this up for Warlocks, as it is pretty decent. For the weapon this week, we have the Invective. Now the Invective is actually surprisingly a pretty good weapon. They're really good for PvE. It's not too great for PvP, but I mean, it regens ammo over time, and it's just really fun to use. It's effective at what it does. Obviously solo, so you could use it in solo bed Nightfalls and Strike playlists and stuff like that. So I mean, I definitely recommend picking this one up if you don't have it. It is a pretty decent shotgun, and the ammo regen over time is also nice. Now for the actual weapon bundles this week, we've got the Invective, and we also have the Truth. So then for everything else, we have the Plasma Drive, the Stealth Drive, 3 heavy ammo for 1 strange coin, and 10 for 3 strange coins. 3 coins, glass needles, motor light for strange coin exchange, and finally exotic shards. Anyway, hopefully this gives you an idea on what to get this week. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for future Destiny content. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.